Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another night of UTK eSports. Happy Tuesday to all of you viewers. Tonight's match features the 3-seed UTK Smoky sitting at 6-1 on the season versus the 6-seed UTEP Varsity sitting at 5-2. Tonight's match is round 1 of the Southern Regionals. This is why the seating is shown below. We are casting again with our guest, Mr. Bardoon. Go ahead, say hi.
How's it going? I'm back again. You couldn't get rid of me. It's me, Bardoon. Happy to be here.
We are all happy to be here, and hopefully we're in for an exciting match tonight with UTK versus UTEP. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the starting rosters. First, UTEP. Roster for UTEP consists of Derek Lefty, Plebe, Ren, Irrequency, Lubu, Wispeth, Sanguish, and It's Dasher. And Bardoon, why don't you go ahead and lead off on UTK's starting roster?
Of course, we've got Mental Wolf, we've got Andrew the Beast, we've got Hegs, Bananan, Hollow, Echo 3, and VFL Jop. Tonight's
match is for sure to be packed with excitement. Last time me and Bardoon were casting, we watched one of the most thrilling series we've ever seen, especially the first match between UTK and I believe it was UAH in what was a battle of two giants. But we're going to go on quick intermission here while the first map is decided. Don't go anywhere. The first match is about to start. All right, we have our first map pick here, and it is going to be Hellfire Gala on Krakoa. Round 1 starts now of the Southern Regionals. UTK, the 3-seed, UTEP, the 6-seed. Let's go ahead and load in here and get through the ban phase.
Starting out on Krakoa, you know, we've seen the infamous game 1 of a few weeks ago from them before, which I think was like a 25-26 minute like 3-map dom. Interesting comps from both teams. These I can't wait to see 6v6 Black Widow. That's gonna be interesting.
Don't think it's gonna happen. I think both teams are just showing vibes right now. And we do have a strange ban first off by UTK. Bardoon, we're in a new season of Marvel Rivals here that just came out recently. White Fox added. How do you think White Fox is going to impact today's game, if it's even legal? I don't know if she is yet.
It's not. It's been less than 2 weeks. She won't be impacting it because she is banned.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, with the known changes that have happened, we've had some huge ult gathering, if that's even the right word to say, some ult gain changes across the board to where ults are going to get gained a little bit slower, especially by supports. So, and the goal of that was to try and put more value into pressing the Q and not just spamming it. So, do you think the patch notes for the seasonal update are going to have a big effect? Do you think we're going to see some new people picked?
Oh, easily. Like, this is the only, like, impactful systematic change that Rivals has made up to date. And it's also literally my favorite update that's ever happened. Having ults, like, I think an average of, like, 20 to 25% less frequently changes so much. It makes neutral characters better, is the main thing. Like, every single neutral character got buffed. Every single ult character just got nerfed. Ult strength doesn't matter as much. So on top of the, as you see there, Gambit, on top of the ult nerfs that he received, it's still a good ult, but he's still getting it like not nearly as much as he was beforehand, and that just really changes things up.
We got a Cloak and Dagger protection for UTK. We have seen a Thing protection as well, along with Magic, Groot, and Gambit protected by UTEP. And we do have a tank pool ban for the last part of UTK. Loki immediately shot out by UTEP, and now we're going to get the locks.
I'm not judging.
We do have one Gambit player for UTEP.
That's like, okay. I know it's been a while since Gambit came out, right? That's like 150 hours worth of Gambit. That's a lot of Gambit time on Whisper.
Yep. We got Hollow. We got Hollow and Andrew picking up the tanks. We got Mental and Banananan on the Cloak and Gambit. And then we have Echo 3 and Hegs on the DPS.
These balance changes are gonna change up so much, but both of these teams honestly playing something that you could have seen last patch as well. But the most notable things that are gonna be here is just Andrew on Magneto. Magneto, even though he did receive a huge nerf, overall it was technically a buff because now he can play so much more selfishly with a 10-second personal bubble cooldown. That's so much more self-agency he's able to give himself. And into what they know is going to be a Cloak and Dagger from UTEP, he's going to be able to hit those mag rocks so much more frequently because he got a 50% boost in velocity.
Yeah, personally, I think one Doom is way more than enough.
UTK Smokey walking forward. The first fight's about to start. Groot's on both sides. Hollow's going to need to pick up the diff. Hegs rolling forward, scouting UTEP. They see the roster. Also a battle between Star-Lords of Hegs and Erequency. Hegs goes for a spin, bubbled, and he is taken into the backline by Ren. Goodbye, Hegs.
That was a huge hook from Ren, and it takes out Hegs, but they're not quite out of the fight yet. UT needs to back up a little bit, taking a lot of damage. Big dive coming in from the rogue. UTEP is going to be able to take the point fast as Hollow gets taken down on point.
Didn't even realize that rogue team up with Gambit is going to hit UTK hard. And it is UTEP taking the first fight. Ren with 3 kills. He is popping off, already has ult. Watch out for him.
That Bucky put in a lot of work, got that initial pick, and then after that it just kind of snowballed against UT's favor. But apart from that,
huge hook by Ren.
Two. Only Hollow goes down, but it gets traded out.
Andrew does get the trade.
Yeah, UT's still able to walk this right now. Because Metalwolf does have hers, and they pick up the Ren.
Ren is down.
For this.
Star-Lord ult available via Erequency. Sanguish also has the ult. Will they try and fight this?
Andrew and Hex trying to take space on the point, but they're getting kind of boxed in. That Star-Lord comes in, he's going behind the rest of them. Andrew tries to look for a pick on the Cloak, doesn't quite find it. Andrew's alone, he's gonna go down.
Erequency somehow gets a kill while very low health. Mental Wolf ults out with Cloak, and it's countered by Lubu with his own.
Cloak out on the point. In comes the Glartrox. It's gonna get 1, it's gonna get 2. Not gonna quite go down though. He's not able to get far enough away. Ult's going out for both sides. UTEP blasting through 4 of their ultimates.
Ren and Wispith going nuts.
4 ults from both sides. UT needs to make something happen, but they've got both the tank ults that can easily sway a fight.
I'm watching Derek Lefty for the potential rogue ult. UTK walks high. They need to try and get this point here. Derek goes high and pops the ult.
Goes high. He stalls the rest of his team so that they can't get down to help Andrew. Andrew goes down. Hex goes down as well. They need to just dogpile on the point, but they're not going to be able to find any value. No one pops an ult. Hollows gets his drained a bit, and that's going to be a 100-0 for the side of UTEP on map 1.
Very good showing by them out of the gates. And if we just take a look at the scoreboard, it is all Ren right now with 14-1, already with 7 final hits. Along with Erequency 6 and Deathless, the DPS of UTEP are putting in overtime.
Yes, they are. Those numbers here, they don't lie. 7 and 6 finals, that's 13 kills total just for them. Compared to the 2 total kills that UT have got. Kind of a stomp at the front. Kind of a stomp at that map 1. But I do know that UT has some unique strategies for this the jungle point specifically on this map. So let's see if they can take anything back with that.
3, 2, 1.
A hollow swapping onto the Emma Frost is going to give the team up to Andrew. I think that's still in the game. It is. No, it's not. It's the Gambit team up.
Yeah. The Gambit team up's still in the game. Most of the team ups are still in the game. I think the only one that got removed was the Storm with Jeff from the last patch. Big Star-Lord 1v1, and Hex goes for the kill. Not quite gonna get it. Erequity lives with just 1 HP.
And he's gonna come back and pop ult, immediately countered by Andrew. Andrew's not gonna hit anything with the ult.
2 of them, he doesn't quite get the kill. Erequity above all of UT. They're not able to take him out. He's too far away. Andrew goes down. He's from the rest of his team.
By
Hollow goes in
himself
as
on
well.
point. And now it's gonna be a dive by the Rogue.
Yeah, the tanks on UTEP are able to make so much space and just divide the lines of UT before they're able to do anything. It's a big stagger onto Echo. Might be more staggers from Direxity. Yeah, that cloak is going to go down as well.
UTEP still showing no signs of slowing down as they have over 20% of the point now, but there's still a lot of time for UTK to turn this around. Andrew's swapping onto the Thing, or more specifically, the Thong.
Is back. He gets that passive buff of just wearing the Thong. The aura difference is insane there. Out comes the ult. Sanguish, it's gonna hit 2. Takes out Hegs. That's only 1, and they've got a Gambit up. They're still in this fight. Derek left. He gets taken to the back. He gets caught. Andrew going onto the backline, punches the Gambit. Hollow gets 3. That's going to be a point capture for UT, their first one of the night. They're going to try and find the Star-Lord, but he gets the health pack. He's trying to run away, trying to live. He manages to get out, but damage has been done. UT takes the fight, and they've got a good amount of ults coming up for the next one.
Yeah, I'd watch out from the ult between Hollow and Hegs. That could be a good team up if they pop it right at the right times. Do need to watch out for the Gambit ult that Wispith has in his arsenal.
They know there's a Gambit ult. They can expect it coming, and it gives less speed than it did before. So hopefully they can try and do something. In comes the Rogue. Mental Wolf uses her ult. Both cloak ults out on point. Big brawl happening. UTK has the Thing, the arguably best brawl character in the game. He's about to get his ult. Hex pops Star-Lord ult, picks off the Groot. He picks off the Gambit who had to leave the point. Hex gets
Hegs is getting everything.
The Star-Lord takes out the entire team of UTEP. And now the percentages are evening up as they chase down this Star-Lord who ran into their backlines. If they can find him, that's going to be a huge stagger, but I don't know if it's worth it. He's so far away.
Looking for one of these.
Yeah, Requency is looking like he's gonna live to fight another day.
I suppose that helps.
Did use 3 ults that fight for UTK. UTEP only using 1. They have a lot of resources to work with. UTK needs to be aware. And there goes 1. Make it 3.
All 3 ults coming out from UTEP. And UTK is just gonna crumble.
My goodness.
That's a big wipe, but now it's kind of in the opposite direction. UT has 3 ults, or sorry, just 2 that are going to be available at the start of this fight. But overall, they, with the exception of the 2 ults that UTEP have, I don't know. It's looking pretty even. They're still in this. This is going to come down to one last fight here. Because Strange.
Yeah. In particular, I am not liking the combo that Ren and Sanguish have with the tank and Bucky ult combo. If they play this right and catch 6, it's going to be again after again. And there goes the Groot!
It's nothing. It's blocked by Hollow.
What a block by Hollow! 2 down for UTEP.
That was such a blunder from UTEP. They committed the Bucky ult before they saw the Groot ult hit. They've got literally nothing. UTEP has no ults, and Echo has the Glartrucks, and UTK has like 4 others coming up soon.
All but assured as UTEP walks forward now. They're going to have to go fast if they want to try and touch this point. It's going to have to be Irrequency. Gartrox comes through.
Gartrox is able to get the gambit.
Banana finds the tank.
Down. Here comes the Bucky onto UTK's backline. He goes down as well. Groot and Cloak, only one's alive. Cloak
my
is assassinated
goodness.
into the backline, and so does the Groot. Oh, nope, Star-Lord's still there. Never mind. That's going to be map 2 for UT. That's bringing this to 1-1.
I tell you what, watching Echo 3 play Elsa Bloodstone, that really just gets the adrenaline going. I mean, just all that damage at once, especially when he hits a 3-man Gartrox. Oh my goodness. I would be scared.
Yeah, that is a lot of dopamine, and the APM on that character is insane with the amount of buttons he can press after he hits even just one person with the Gartrox. I didn't see how many he got there, but he was able to get the kill off of at least one of them.
Indeed. We are moving on to the last map of this game. The winner of this is going to move up to 1-0 in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, this is only game 1, so and right now it's looking really close from both teams. But off the bat here, UTK has they didn't have to commit barely anything to that last fight. They've got 4 ults right now, and UTEP are only close to 1.
Yeah, UTK looking like they're going to take this point first, playing the cards. Hopefully they don't need to overinvest too much. I'm watching for Andrew's ult here. Hollow pokes first, and Extinguish is going to fall. And Derek gets caught in it too.
Star-Lord in their backline. In comes Clobber in time. Gets the Cloak. Cloak is going to live. Thanks to Gambit, though. It doesn't matter. Everyone going down. Both the supports of UTEP living. Star-Lord fight in the back. Hex is trying to take on the other Star-Lord. Both of them just flying around. But he's gonna get. Here comes the thing. He's getting pitched out. He's just living. UTK's just ignoring him. He's going into the back.
It's a 5v6 at the front line. And if they can fight this fast, Irrequency isn't going to get back in time, but he is there now.
They need to be aware of that. He's onto the back line. He gets the Gambit cooldowns out.
Extinguish finds one.
That Star-Lord made so much space. The supports couldn't see Andrew. Hollow grabs.
Mental ults on point. That's going to keep the percentage up.
Both ults on point. UTK can't leave this point or else they're going to give it up immediately.
It's a lot. It's ults for all of them.
It's from the Gambit.
Oh my goodness! 3-man Gartrox! What a Gartrox by Echo 3! That just caught almost all of UTEP. And that just single-handedly shut down that fight. UTK controls.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen Echo make a play that wasn't like a last-second fight's almost over, and then he just kills 4. He just kills 4. He does this every single time. He does this against every team, every match. That's just what he's here for. But coming to the next,
popped by Wispen.
Comes out.
Ult by Ren.
The backline.
He is going to get the reset.
Takes down the backline of UTK. And that's going to be a full team wipe, but UTK is 92%. One fight is all they need to sweep this one. And UTEP only have the one ult in the form of Derek Lefty's Rogo.
UTK has the better economy, arguably. Almost have both their tank ults, while UTEP only has the ult of Derek Lefty.
Walking up the right onto these stairs, they're trying to take this high ground here fast, because they know without it that
Emma ult! Oh, it's a big Emma ult! Groot ult comes out!
fully walled from Groot.
Oh,
Andrew,
really good ult by Andrew!
But he's not gonna get anything, they get glanced by the Gambit cards. Andrew goes down. But he gets
Banana
traded
does
out.
get the trade!
Hex spinning on both of the tanks. No one really low yet. Derek Lefty going down to 1 HP, but he lives.
Sanguis has the Groodle. He might pop it here. He does.
It's 3.
Oh, Mental's ult is just a touch too late. But Hollow is going to get the kill on Wispith. Lubu falling low as well. They need to try and chase him. And he's going to live, and he might hold on point here. Now UTK falling down, and he's going to hold it. And now the economy for UTEP is looking really strong. Echo 3 is 90% of the Glartrox. This could be another big play by him.
Thanks for the love, love.
You know, don't count UTK out until Echo
There's the open Derek Lefty. Derek might get blown up. He is so low, but he's gonna live. Irrequency also gets 2, and UTK is going to need to go fast.
They've got to take this portal. Hex swaps to the Spider-Man just for the touch. They should be able to make it, but it's going to be a really rough fight. They take the TP, but they're ready for the
Hex is on there.
Look, Hex! Groot goes down to 1 HP. Groot falls. Hex falls, but he gets the touch on Spider-Man. Out comes the Gambit ult from UTK. Both Gambit ult. This is going to be a big last fight in order to determine who wins. The Bucky gets down to 1 HP. So does Mental Wolf. Mental Wolf goes down. They need to protect their backline. Local comes out from UTEP. It's not going to be quite enough from UT. All of UT falls. Hex back on Spider-Man, but the Cloakle's there. It's not going to be enough. Andrew, last one to contest on the Angela, and he dies as well. And that is a very close Game 3 win for UTEP.
Unfortunate last sequence of events there for UTK, and they're going to go down 1 in the series. Still absolutely redeemable. There's a lot of game left to be played. What do you think the biggest problem is for UTK right now? Obviously, Renren going 42-7 definitely doesn't help their case.
Yeah, I think the DPS of UTEP have been just showing off insanely so. The Irrequency only has 3 deaths. The amount of times this guy just lived by going behind UT, and then from that he's able to put out so much pressure if he can get the timings right. At least one of the tanks died multiple times on UT because he was able to just move the supports back out of the LOS of their front line.
Absolutely. We saw multiple times where he somehow clinged to the edge of life, and he would pull himself up and keep himself alive and keep in the fight. But since UTK lost that last map, they are going to get the next map pick, so they will get an advantage in the selection. UTEP 1, UTK 0, best of 5. There's still at least 2 more games to be played, so don't go anywhere. We're going to go back on intermission while UTK decides where they're going to go for map 2. All right, everybody, thank you for waiting. UTK is undergoing their map pick right now, but based off what was said in chat, it is looking like it's going to be a Hall of Dajalia map pick on the Convergence game mode.
This is, oh my, yo, you know, I know it's unlikely that we see it today, but this is Hulk map. This is Hulk meta. I'm just saying. I want to see him. I want to see him come out. He's genuinely good, and this is not just me coping like I have been for the past 8 months. This character is finally good, and I don't actually know if anyone on either of these teams plays him, but I would be. I'd be so happy to see him come out.
And we got another ban phase to go through here. This time, UTEP showing Squirrel Girl. Do got another tank pool ban on the side of UTK. Do you think we're going to see any differences here on the bans for UTK Smokey to make this game a little easier?
I mean, we already have. They didn't ban Strange first, and they went with the tank pool first. But you know, I think that Star-Lord gave him a bunch of trouble, and I think honestly that with the Gambit gave him a bunch of trouble. I think getting rid of one of either of those two things would be very beneficial, but I can't really remember what else they banned last game. But we'll see.
We do have another C&D protection for UTK, now getting onto their second ban here. What are they going to pick? Same stuff it looks like for UTEP, nothing different there. It is a Gambit ban, just like you said, on the side of UTK Smokey.
Yep, this character, I mean, he's not, you know, he's not like how he was, but this is still like in my opinion, one of the best healers in the game. If not still on top. I think he's still insanely oppressive. I think whenever he's in the game, you have to completely change how you manage team fights. So with that gone, I guess UT is just trying to see, you know, that last map didn't really work in their favor, but it wasn't exactly terrible. It was very, very close, at least on the last two maps.
Yeah, they certainly got the act together by map 2, and then map 3 was really, really close. Just ended up losing out on ult economy. Invis woman protection on the side of UTEP, and they do ban Loki earlier, so I'm wondering how that's going to look for them.
Yeah, I think it's a coin flip right now on if UT bans Strange or not, because if they don't ban Strange, it's going to be played on both sides, because Strange Invis team up, one of the most stupid and unfair things I've ever seen in this game, on two very good characters, and they're banning the Mantis. Looks like Andrew finally gets to spread his wings, because I guarantee you, I would bet money on this that Andrew's going to be walking out on Strange this game.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
We're seeing Thor by... Oh, never mind.
No. There he is.
Yeah. He had me in the first half.
Yeah, he had me in the first half, exactly. You know, tried to throw a curveball there, but nah, I know this guy. This will be fun to watch.
Yeah, these are a bunch of classic picks by UTK. We've seen Heggs' Namor a lot of games before. Very strong. Definitely one of his favorite characters. We have a team up between Hollow and Heggs with the ult combo. And we are seeing almost an identical team for UTEP. It is Plebe looking to go onto the Magneto instead of the Rogue this time around, though.
We'll spectate Mental Wolf right now. Let's see this lineup. Let's see if it gets anything.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh, she messed it up. Oh no.
Oh, we did see a hit. I'm looking to. Where are these mines even going?
Oh, she's.
Some
of them went onto a roof.
they're purposefully walking into the mines.
Yeah, all that did was just feed Cloak and Dagger 5% ult charge. Oh, portal play starting with UT.
Yeah, we got Andrew putting it onto the back high ground, and this is the beginning of the game for UTK. Professor Andrew walking out with the team.
All of UTEP going back, playing under the bridge.
The bridge is gone.
With the 2 DPS, but he's not going to be able to take it. He's backing off. All of UT just kind of spamming projectiles down main right now. This is just a very, very clean fight. Both of the tanks actually dropping, trying to take some space, trying to get themselves off of that height a little bit, trying to take agency on the walls come out for both, so they're going to be able to do a little bit of damage. Hollow falling very low, but he does manage to live. Yeah, just big neutral game happening.
Big wall! Huge wall by Hollow!
He picks off the Magneto! That's going to be huge for UT! No one is on the point contesting! They're capping the point this entire time! Falls down as well.
Amazing
and now they're
walls!
Able to just walk through the rest of them. Reeve is going to try and TP, but he's not going to make it in time. None of them can contest. UT gets a very, very early cap.
And that is now no portal.
Andrew's on both of the supports. He gets them both. That's big staggers coming out. That's 5 minutes on the clock as well. That point is not usually, but it can be very, very hard to capture if the defending team knows what they're doing. And this one did, but just a couple well-placed walls from Hollow were able to start things in motion.
Cleave falling very low is forced to use a few cooldowns. Wispeth also falling low. Hegs is at the top, and we've got a team up between the two ults. Hegs finds both tanks and Wispeth. Andrew with his own, and UTK continues to roll as they walk towards the first checkpoint.
I don't know if UTEP can touch after that. UT was pushing the cart during the entire time. Yeah, no, they can't. They just have to give up.
And they're at
5
close
minutes
spawn.
40 on the clock.
UTK could not ask for a better start.
They could not ask. They still have 4 ults. UTEP hasn't pressed Q once. Now is where they're gonna start to, though. You can see the Groot. He's looking for it. He's walking up. He's trying to get fixed. But Echo 3 taking a duel with the other Elsa Bloodstone on the right side. Big combat happening. Walls coming out from both sides. Leaves. No one quite willing to start it. No one's ulting. Going in for it. He goes first. He still gets 2.
Big hit.
They both fall.
Amazing walls yet again by Hollow.
Invis gets away, but the cloak not so lucky. Andrew went in so far. He got pushed by the Invis, but it didn't even matter. He played it where even if he did get pushed, he was still gonna get something out of it, and he did. Now, last point, 4 minutes 40 on the clock. UTK still have ults. UTEP hasn't pressed Q once this entire game.
What is gonna? Oh, Magneto dies immediately. Nothing. Big Glartrox there, but it's broken down immediately, it looks like. Erequency pops his own, and that is going to hit.
UTEP finally uses ults. They burst forward just to win the fight. UTK only invests 3 there.
4 versus 3 for UTK, and better yet, Hollow and Hegs are about to have their ult combo. I see victory for UTK this next fight if they can get that off well.
Yeah, Hollow's walking up with his ult, and he can find it, because the only one that can realistically block it is the Mag. If he can find even one pick with that combo, that might just be wraps for this team. Andrew getting full walled. He doesn't have a shield, but he's going to be able to survive.
Ult by Sandwich. Oh, it's going to hit a lot.
Gets 3 with the ult. UTK wasn't ready for it. That's very big for UTEP. That's a big swing. It's going to buy him, I think, like a minute and a half of time total for that interaction alone.
If UTK can take this fight fast, though, all UTEP is going to have is the ult of Wispeth. And that is not enough to withstand Hollow and Hegs.
Wakanda awaits our arrival.
Very, very interesting right now because they're able to back up and receive so much space when they right now.
There it is.
Goes from. Oh, it doesn't hit the bag.
Oh, it's blocked.
Oh, itself. That That was such a blunder for UT. But Max still going down to 1 HP. Not gonna quite be beat off. Andrew has the strange ult. He's going onto the side. He's behind him. He fights it. He gets the Punisher. He's gonna get bubbled. No one dying yet. Big
Oh,
brawl
by
happening on the
Wispit.
floor.
Banana Nate counters.
No. Still no one is dying.
Ren has the ult. He's gonna wait for this to go down, and I think he's gonna pop the Pun ult.
Judge, jury,
Right. But Mental Wolf has first down on the points as well. Both locals coming out. Echo's got the Glar trucks. He's looking for Andrew falls very, very low. He gets taken out by the Punisher ult. They're down 1 right now. I don't know if they want to commit forward to this, but they're still fighting. There goes Hegs. There goes Hollow.
Yeah, they're
There
gonna
goes
like to
Mental.
probably get rid of this.
Like dominoes, they fall. But they've still got 2 minutes left on the clock, and 1 ult plus a few more coming up.
Considering the circumstances, though, this is an excellent hold by UTEP.
These tanks have been able to. These tanks on UTEP have been able to do so much for their team. With the obvious blunder of the mag, pressing Q and then falling over at the start of last fight. But he's got it again, actually. He was able to farm it so fast because he died so early. Now, he's looking for something. Hollow and Eggs have the ult combo again. Almost a big wall down. He's really looking for it. He's on the back line. He gets 2!
There's the combo!
It
And
comes
Hex finds 2!
Both the DPS.
And there's Echo investing that as well. Andrew with one of his own.
Coming out from and they fall. Only one left alive is Cloak. Cloak's got no fate in the bag. She's gonna go down as well.
Ren is going to go on to the Captain America.
Ren swaps to the cap. Lartruck's
Nothing
taken
by
down immediately.
Reckless
Dies
Diesel.
so fast. Cap
They
there
need to
stall.
get this cap,
Gonna
and
die
he's dead.
fast. Venom sweeps into
Gets there with 0.08 meters! Singers is gonna walk out with the Groodle. He doesn't pop it though!
Couldn't find it. He was getting barrel stuffed by an immovable Groot in front of him that if he ulted the Groot, no one would have gotten hit.
Considering the start of UTK's offense, though, that was a great hold by UTEP that they showed. They took him down from like 4 minutes when they hit the second checkpoint all the way down to less than 1. So good play by them, but they are still going to have to full cap this, and they'll have to worry about time. UTK Smokey did put up a decent number for overtime.
Yeah.
smoke up.
3 seconds left, and that's going to be a pause out from UTEP.
Yeah, we have a timeout.
Yep. But yeah, just looking at the scoreboard, Hegs has 10 final blows, and I think like 4 or 5 of them are just from the Groot combo that they've been doing, and
Definitely.
you know, I like seeing it because what UTEP have done in both of these games, they've first banned Moon Knight into a first protected Groot. They like having Groot, they like playing the Groot, but they don't want to deal with the unstoppable force that is Groot Knight. But like, Namor gets his ult slower, but like it's probably more powerful. It's more deadly than Moon Knight ult in that situation because it just 500 instantly. That's not including damage boost that he might have with the Cloak Blind. And that damage can just with Cloak Blind, can full kill a Mag, can full kill a Strange, can get a Groot down to nothing, to almost nothing at least. And that's just their game plan that they've been running with, and it's been finding a lot of value.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of final blows shared between Hegs and Echo 3. Echo 3's Glartroxes have been solid this match. Haven't seen a big one like last game, but we do have the end of the timeout by UTEP, and we're going to see how they do on their offense here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be a Strange TP from UTEP,
30
but
seconds before you attack.
I mean, they will just be saving it for later if they need it for this point. But the Venom's coming out immediately as well. I haven't seen a lot of Venom as of recently, this patch or the last one. But if he can coordinate with his Star-Lord, it should be able to do a lot of damage to the backline.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Agreed.
1.
And after that, we are now going to get onto the second half of this game as UTEP walks out for their offense. Sanguish keeping on the Groot, Ren on the Punisher,
Heads up, hostiles.
Erequency back onto the Star-Lord, and he's immediately going to fall low.
Yeah, Hegs is up there. He was waiting for that, for someone to come up there. Venom and the Star-Lord are up there, but Hegs is definitely told the rest of his team. Big Groot Wall's coming out.
Ooh, Sanguish is
The
down.
Groot! The Emma Groot does so much damage to their front line, and it's going to be enough to get a pick. The rest of UTK are just walking the rest of them down. That's all they need. This fight is just over. And it's... I like seeing what UTEP are doing with this like 2-4 split. They've got the Venom and the Star-Lord off on the side, but usually you want something like a Luna Snowflake on one of them, or, you know, not applicable here, but a White Fox to be able to go over them to support them. But they don't have that here. They're just looking for a raw, like, collapse with the rest of their team. UTK is aware of him. Wall's coming up from Hollow.
There's the dive, and they are ready to turn!
By Andrew, the Beast goes down immediately! UT's able to walk the rest of them. Star-Lord is just biding his time on the left. He's not seeing an opening. Goes down to half HP, but Echo's chasing him. He's trying to find the kill. Duel's coming out. No one else dying. Both of these fights, only one person on UTEP has died. That's caused the rest of the team to fall back.
We might see a Groot ult here by Hollow. He does have it, and if he can get them out, oh, and it does hit 3, and there's the combo!
Not anyone's gonna get hit! And Banana dies with almost with ult. That's so bad for them. Star-Lord falls to 1 HP, not gonna die. All of UT currently falling, but they were ready for this. They weren't playing Strange at the beginning. The first one to die.
Hollow
got the able to make the portal.
I don't know if he's gonna get this off in time.
I think he gets it, but someone's gonna have to jump through first. And
Yeah,
that's
he is going to get it.
Coming out with the
There's the ult. Oh, it does find 1, 2.
Clock trucks,
There's
all
the
Eagles
ult by
going
Echo.
Just coming out from UT, they get 2!
And the Punisher falls.
He falls down while in his portal.
Erequency down 2.
This portal doesn't even matter. UT takes the fight back. They're staggering the cloak. Oh my gosh,
Goodbye, Lubu.
That's so bad for UTEP. But
Great
now
save by UTK.
UTK is on... No, they're not on triple tank. Hollow was the one who was able to swap. And that's... They don't have Grit anymore, but that's strange. He's still unbelievably impressive. Skill power, especially with the CO as
And that's a dive by Cleve and Erequency.
Most of it.
Erequency's gonna have to back away.
That's gonna get no value. Venom goes down. I'm assuming he got grabbed by Andrew.
Oh, they do.
All of UT just holding space again. This has been picture-perfect gameplay from them. He was swapping to the Strange, but his whole team is walking up right there. Cleve Strange portaling. Looks like he's going to go directly on the point. He's looking for a kidnap. UTK needs to be aware of this right now. They are. They're backing up. They're playing together.
Hold the line.
There's the portal.
They don't have to touch right now. They've still got 20 seconds. They can still definitely. Hollow
There's
goes
the ult
for
by Hollow.
Find anything, but they've got an invisible down.
And portal's gone.
By a wall. Punisher
never
falls to
mind.
HP. He's tried it immediately. UTK is only down one player right now. 45.
Yeah, now the
They'll
portal's
win this
gone.
if they get a kill.
Echo, oh, was 95 to ult, but didn't get it.
X is coming in on the Spider-Man. Goes on the cloak. Cloak uses fate. Gonna be 1 HP out of it though. X still looking for that kill.
Hex
Not gonna fight
Not
him.
gonna
Another
fight
fucking bitch comes to counter him, and then UTEP gets the point.
Hex was
Oh
so
my
close to
God.
getting that there. Echo 3 was so close to the Glartrox. A lot of would-be could-be's, but what is a pause by UTK. I was going to say UTEP starting their push.
Okay, I didn't. Maybe I was thinking of another league. I didn't think pauses were allowed mid round, but you know, I guess since they're like clearly no one's fighting right now, it's not it's not a big big deal. But right now, what we're seeing, at least from the looks of it, Ren is not swapping off the Spider-Man. He's staying for this fight on the Spidey.
That's crazy.
I mean, it seemed to work. He did win the Spider-Man duel at the end of that last fight. So
Yeah.
maybe he's got that energy going through him. Maybe he'll channel the power of light, and maybe he'll find some value off of it. I don't know.
Ren's Spidey senses are tingling. He did beat Hegs in the 1v1, who, from what I've heard, is the best Spider-Man player UTK has ever seen.
Self-proclaimed, yes, the self-proclaimed best Spider-Man player that that UTK has ever beheld from their eyes. So, you know, maybe this guy is just the best Spider-Man in the world. We'll have to wait and see.
Pause still up by UTK, talking things over.
Yeah, so how's your March Madness bracket going, man?
My March Madness bracket is gonzo after round 2. I had Florida and Virginia in my final 4, and they both lost.
Yeah. Dang. Mine's going great, and because if you don't make one, then you can't lose. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself for that one.
Yeah, but let's actually take a look at the economy here. UTEP has basically 2 ults. They're close to the ult of Plebe on the Strange. So we've got Sanguish, who I'm probably expecting he's going to ult this next coming fight. Lubu does have the Cloak ult in case they need it. UTK has Echo 3's Glartrox. They've almost got Andrew and Banananan. So I'd say ult economy is pretty even for both sides. UTK slightly favored in that. But if Banananan can get that ult, then this fight could definitely go either way. Echo's Glartroxes have been consistent at the minimum. This guy can hit big value really fast, though, if you don't watch out.
Oh yeah, we've heard of burst characters, but Echo 3 is a burst player. This guy loves to just kind of not let his team do the work. That sounds like I'm putting him down. I'm not doing that, but he likes to steal the spotlight when the time comes for it, because this season UTK has done a lot of really close, like, buzzer beater type maps against, like, either upsets or the fear of being upset. He just comes in and swoops in, and he manages to kill like entire teams, and that's how he got the team into playoffs last semester as well. But pause is ending, so we'll see what happens here.
Thanks for the love, love.
Yeah, I'm keeping eyes on Echo here for when he pops this Q.
Yeah, I don't know if this group on UTEP is waiting up top. Andrew sees him, they're aware. The big wall comes out, not letting him through at all. I think you're giving up a lot of space right now. Just letting this card walk. Oh man, because this group is holding so much space. He's above them. They don't see him. They do see him, never mind, but he's still looking for it. He's looking for it. He gets pulled in by the Invis and grabbed by Andrew. He's gonna fall down. He dies. He's not able to ult. Banana ult comes out. Both support ults coming out from each side. Big ball happening right now.
Too.
Almost far up. He needs to back up. He's caught in all of them. Mental Wolf off the Google. In comes the Glartrox. It gets 2. It blocks the Punisher. Strange gonna go down as well. And that's gonna be a fight 1 for UTK.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just consistency. I think at minimum, Echo 3 has been able to hit 2 people with the Glartrox, and that's enough to win the fight.
Oh yeah, if you can hit 2 people, that's great. If you can kill 2 people with it, that's another thing entirely. And he's usually been able to do that as well.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that fight started with. Banana just kind of seemed to pop ult out of nowhere, and then we saw Lubu walk into it with their own Cloak ult. So that was kind of confusing from my perspective, but regardless, 2 ults are down, and Hollow and Heads are going to find 2 kills. Hegs with another, Andrew with one, and this is looking like another team fight win for UTK.
Yeah, that fight is over fast, and they only have 25 seconds left. But thankfully for UTEP, Portal literally just came off cooldown, and they're going to be able to use that to get the point. Should know that it's coming though. Portal just waiting. He knows he can bide his time. He's got 10 more seconds. Maybe looking for a kidnap. It's going straight onto point. Oh, he sees it. Grit has the ult. It only fights Echo. Echo might be able to live through it.
Sanguish is down. And the Glowtrox doesn't find anything.
The strange ult finds two.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God,
Ren's
the
going
final.
crazy.
Everyone. Ren wiped the entire team of Smokey, and none of them are respawning fast enough to be able to touch. I don't know if they can make it.
Oh my goodness, Ren. What a play by Ren. But it was 5 ults, I believe, by UTEP to take that. But they do keep themselves alive, but they have 1:20 left, almost certain to have less time than UTK Smokey if this goes to overtime.
It's definitely gonna go to overtime unless UTK just decides to, you know, walk away and give it to him.
Excuse me, I mean extra rounds.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Apollo's currently trying to build his ult, trying to look for that grill that can change the tide of a fight. In comes the Glowtrox from Echo!
I thought Glowtrox was about to get blocked by his own wall.
Yeah, that would have been bad, but that secures so much time. That one ult alone made 1.5 time bank go to pretty much nothing. If UTEP is going to contest this point at all, they need to contest it at the very end, probably with start the fight. Now they're all back. They're all trying to walk. Here comes the
Oh,
it
doesn't find anything. Great awareness of Hegs, though, to not just pop the Namor ult immediately.
From UTEP, they're able to take a lot of space here, but Mental's got her own.
Yeah, this is great work by Mental.
It comes the
Hegs
whale
pops
again.
Whale! Big whale!
Oh my gosh!
Ren with another
oh,
ult.
gets pushed away.
Oh, Ren's down, and Blake doesn't hit anything with his. Wismit's ult is too late.
His ult is on point, but they've only got 3 people here.
Sanguish is close to the ult. They need to be careful of that. They don't have a support ult if he does build this.
The group, it gives him an angle.
There it is. Irrequency with 2, and he's going to fall. It's overtime fighting. Hollow found one, but Wismith traded out Andrew, and Plebe got Hollow.
Nothing. The only person in the lobby close to ult is Echo right now. This Glowtrox could be massive, and it could completely decide if this map goes into. This is going to be a complete neutral fight for at least the start of it. Echo
All riding on Echo 3's shoulders. They need to get out of...
Angela, it's a kidnap. Not going to find any kill just yet. Andrew has dive before he manages to live. Full pick's going to be winning.
Glowtrox is there! It does hit too!
Ren on the left side with the Phoenix. In comes the Grudo.
And that's going to get them off point.
That's match point for UTK. This series is now 1-1. This is a real game.
At minimum, going to game 4 here. UTK clawing back and evening the score after last. And now it's going to be UTEP picking first map. Or picking third map.
Yeah, going into map 3. I mean, this is... I love and hate UTK's ability to make every single round that I watch as hard attackingly close. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. I feel like I'm going to die watching all of these maps and how much content they're able to just make on the spot, because I don't think they're playing particularly bad. Both of these teams look amazing. It's just so close every single time.
That's what makes these enjoyables, and that's why all you viewers tune into UTK eSports. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and go back to intermission as UTEP picks map 3. It is tied 1-1. And we are going to go to, what's the other push map?
Push map. What are you, an Overwatch player?
The cart map. The one that's not Convergence. Whatever that game mode is called. That's probably going to be the next one picked. Convoy.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys back in about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for waiting through that short pause, everybody. UTEP gets their map pick now, and they are electing to go for Empire of Eternal Night on Midtown, it appears. Midtown is a map we haven't seen in a bit. Usually it's Yggdrasil Path, so I'm very excited to watch this.
Yeah, Yggdrasil is more of a comfort pick for most teams. Midtown is just kind of weird. It favors dive in a way that I don't think any other map other than the what's it called? The museum map that came with Deadpool does. But I do know that some of these players are very, very in touch with dive, and it's pretty good right now. But you know, thing is right there. There's the strange band again that comes out from UTK. So Andrew's not gonna be free, but they're coming back with a Namor ban instead of a Moon Knight ban for the Groot combo. I want to see if they ban Moon Knight as well.
Are we gonna see? Yeah, I'm low-key tempted. Are we going to see a Moon Knight protection by UTK? It is a tank pool protection by UTEP. What's UTK going to pull out here?
If UT protects Moon Knight, that might make UTEP ban Groot or something, which I really don't think they want to do.
That would hurt both teams.
Yeah, but yeah, there's the thing. I know UTK likes the thing. Personally, I like the thing. I think he's insane right now. Even not just strictly into dive, but he's so good at brawl. He's so good at damage. He's so good at holding a point. He's so good at so many things. And there's the magic ban as well. Oh my goodness, what is that?
Couldn't tell you. Must be a little bit of homework that they did before going into this game. Yeah, I was very expecting to possibly see a Moon Knight pick, but now, given the circumstances, we're seeing a Moon Knight ban by UTEP, so we're probably going to see a group protection next, if I would guess.
Maybe.
Either that or maybe Gambit.
I think UTEP definitely wants to run both of them. But you know,
well, they
UTK has players for both of the characters as well.
Star-Lord. Okay. Well, that's going to leave quite a bit of options open for UTK, depending on what evil they want to eliminate. Probably Gambit, considering the map that they did ban Gambit, they won. It is a Cloak and Dagger protection, and we got 2 bans left for both teams. Let's see what's going to get rolled out on.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen UTEP pull out the Mag and the Rogue. UTK is very comfortable on the Rogue. Yeah, so there's the Gambit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Rogue is just an unbelievable powerhouse if she has that Gambit team up. In my opinion, literally the best singular team up in the entire game. Turns a B tier character into an S tier character. It's disgusting. Yeah, I'm curious to... I don't even know what they ban.
Groot ban.
What?
So,
Okay, so
they just eliminated the Groot-like combos and the entire team synergy in its entirety.
UTEP, let me get this straight. UTEP banned Namor, they banned Moon Knight, and as if that wasn't enough, they banned the Groot. They got rid of the Triad. They got rid of like every single part of the thing. I guess they just realized, like, I don't know, Namor and Moon Knight, they're the ones that everyone knows, but they're not the only group combo characters that exist. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't know.
Yeah, the Triad of Terror is no longer going to be present in this game. And we are going to see UTEP start off on their defense, just like last time. UTK rolling out on the Mag thing. We've got Mental Wolf and Banana Nan on the support still. Banana Nan picking up the Loki. And this time we've got Echo 3 on the Phoenix, or showing at least, and Hegs on Storm, a first for him tonight. So let's see how this is going to play out. Oh, this is changing to the Wolf. I shouldn't speak so early because so many people change picks before walking out.
Yeah. That Wolf right now, it's got the thing throw and it's got the Phoenix team up. That Wolf is a force to be reckoned with. If he can find any picks onto a tank, that should just be certain death.
There's no way UTEP doesn't see him.
Oh yeah,
they saw him.
Up, there's the rocket jump that comes out.
There's Ren.
Echo picks off the Star-Lord as well. I don't know what happened there. Star-Lord went for a spin and Echo just headshot him twice, I guess.
I didn't even realize they had the Wolverine team up too.
Yeah, Wolf had, they planned that. Wolf had the rocket jump as well. You know, now UTK gets to push so much at this point. They only need one more fight in order to take it. Hex, you're gonna have to burn Hex and his grab as well. He gets the very part. It comes the tank pull. The tank pull on to UTK. Lamps come out, and Star-Lord's gonna fall
somehow
again.
finds one.
Star-Lord gets really greedy with these spins, and UT's taking advantage of that. The Wolf going in on the right, he gets punched, they know he's there.
And Hegs is out.
He drew attention away from the bag. The support's down for Wolverine.
They might go for the team up. Ren is scouted.
And just jumping back on the supports. That tank pool is just unkillable at the point unless you get picked up by a Wolverine. That's a very fast cap over 5 minutes on this. That is a this map is notoriously defender-sided, and UTK is tearing through all of them. Oh my goodness gracious.
I can't even, I don't know why, I just can't stop laughing at Heggs' gameplay. Wolverine, like, a lot of people hated this guy once he got figured out that this guy was a tank buster, but honestly now it's just hilarious to watch him play the game and just kidnap any random character.
He's looking for it again.
And he's just gonna back out.
Just tries to go through. They all see him. There's a lot of ults for UTK. They need to start ripping stuff because UTK doesn't have nearly as much right now. Everyone is just getting ult. Out comes the Phoenix ult, but he kind of popped it in a really awkward position. Not going to be able to deal a lot of backline damage.
Well, Fleet is down.
Goes in very far.
Oh my goodness!
3 of them! Oh my gosh, and they walk forward with the cloak and dagger ult.
Strong and greedy too.
UTEP isn't going to be able to touch this.
UTK might have a 6-minute time bank, either that or 5.5. 5.5 minutes to hit this last checkpoint. The offense has not stopped. UTEP has 5 ults available. UTK Smokey has 3. Heggs almost has the last stand, and I'm very interested to see how that gets used. He's sitting with Andrew for the team up. He definitely wants to get that rage. Ren finds Echo, and it is a good takeaway, but he is going to immediately get the cooldown force.
During this entire time, that's a very aggressive in result.
Oh, he's going to take out Wispin.
Out of it! Oh my goodness! They don't have the cloak for the rest of this fight. Redman's gonna fall down to 1 HP, and comes the Phoenix ult onto the tank pool on cart. He's not dying. He's popped his E, he's popped his Q. It's gonna take an entire team to kill him. He's just not going down. No matter the kills that UTK get, this tank pool is just able to live X this grab, and that was like 30 seconds of this guy just standing there.
Echo 3 gets the Phoenix diff. I didn't even realize Erequency was in the back line, and he is swapping to the Elsa Bloodstone.
Yeah, Echo is sitting on height. There's some early, but the tank pool's gonna match in there. He's gonna be pushed off immediately. Trying to turn this corner. Hex gets the grab onto the tank pool. He gets stuck, but the Maggle comes in defensively.
Good block there. A lot of damage.
I didn't think 2 of UTK go down as well. I'm finding it hard to keep track of what's happening in this fight. Holo goes down as well. That's going to be a fight win for UTEP.
Another name up.
Yeah, good value there between, or honestly, just out of Ren's ult. Holo didn't get much with the Mag ult to counter. It was a 1-for-1 trade though, and the ult economy looks about the same on both sides. Ooh, huge damage on Ren. Almost died there. Clobbering time!
Clobbering time! It's 1, I think. That also gets the jump.
Banana ulting out. Mag ult comes out, and Erequency is gonna find Banana Nan. It is another Mag ult though. And Mental Wolf is just gonna walk it back, it seems like.
Mental Wolf popped it early, but realized, popped it late, but realized that only Holo alive get too much value with it. So she's just playing her life, just trying to, not have that respawn time, or trying to farm her ult back as fast as possible. They're gonna need it. We got 2.5 minutes left, so that's at least a couple ult rotations for both of these characters. Oh my gosh, Hex gets
Sandwich
picked
finds
up.
Hex. Not good for UTK.
Yeah, this third point, in contrast to most of the rest of this map, he's so open. Hex is not able to find very many picks. Hex goes on to Mental Wolf, she falls as well. Hex walks in and dies. He knows he's not making it out of there alive. Hex falling to 1 HP, just get put down as well. So is Holo. All of UTK just trickling down. That's like a minute wasted.
Time to go for Hibachi up in here.
here, but they've still got a little less than 2 minutes. We're gonna try
Guys who
and
just showed their
take
stupid
one final
faces.
stand. They're a little bit down on as well. UTEP has those DPS ults and should be able to take out pretty much anything they look at. We'll see what happens here.
Ren finds Echo. They are just getting caught out by too much poke. And Erequency finds Andrew. There's not much to say here. The UTK is just getting caught out by too much poke. They can hardly leave the spawn doors. Or the spawn room, basically.
Yeah, you need to find it because all the momentum they have is just on right now. They've got the weighted weapon on the clock. And both teams have a good amount of work. We're gonna start with the Loki ultimate cloak and dagger. They have Magma.
Oh, it's gonna get taken out by Gartrox.
What are you aiming at?
Yeah, that Elsa was just waiting for it to come out. Mental Wolf uses her as well, but they are gonna pop it back for this one, and it hits her! And with the combination of the damage over time.
Wait, a turnaround by UTK though. Echo and Hegs. Cleve finds one.
A lot of kills coming out. The Banana is finally back in the fight.
They need to find Cleve. And they do.
Andrew takes out the tank pool.
This is exactly what UTK needed.
This is what they do. They take fights that are unwinnable and they win them.
Well, now they're gonna have to play into this Punisher.
Elsa's gonna 1 HP. Emma goes down to the Punisher. Couldn't find a way to get away from it. They needed a choice. They needed a choice. Warchucks comes out, but Echo dies in the middle of doing it. All of UTK is currently falling. Only one alive. He's got the rock, but even if he hits it, which he does, I don't know if he can find anything else off of it. Hollow goes down. A lot of progress made by UTK, but kind of a missed opportunity on that last point. They wasted about 3 minutes of time just trickling down over and over again. And honestly, I think the Wolf swap needed to come out way earlier than it did. Yep.
Yeah, and we are seeing
from UTK.
We are seeing a pause by Cross, who is didn't say it before when I was introducing the rosters. Cross is the head coach of UT. Smokey putting in a lot of work and dedication. He has done an unbelievable amount of justice to Smokey and has gotten them to have this 6-1 record, and they are fighting to make up for last semester getting second place in the regionals. And their goal here is to go all the way this time and get past. But I can already imagine what is being said right now. Cross definitely grilling them a little bit, because I would be too if I watched my team get staggered out multiple times from poke and basically whittle away 2 minutes to nothing, it felt like, with such an unbelievable offense to start. I mean, I know you'll agree with me on that. They had 5.5 minutes to hit the last checkpoint, and they couldn't. UTEP's defense and their lane holding on the last point was absolutely immaculate between the Punisher and Elsa Bloodstone.
Yeah, it was just a whole lot of momentum, and then UTEP, I think it all started, UTEP, their DPS swapped off of the Starlord. Iriquity swapped off of the Starlord, swapped off of the Phoenix, gave the Phoenix to Renren, who later swapped the Pun. UTEP just swapped to Elsa Pun, which they're clearly much more comfortable on. They tried to run the Phoenix and the Starlord at the beginning, but it didn't find a whole lot of value. I see the vision with the Starlord, especially to have Tank Pool to go in with him, to give him the damage reduction, to give him the bubble, all of that stuff. But UTK just said, "I don't care that you're diving us," and their DPS just went in and got picks of their own. It didn't even matter, because every time the Starlord pressed E, he is just dead in the water. He's just spinning above him, and even though his hitbox is kind of weird, this guy Echo, he knows exactly where the head is, and he's gonna find it every single time.
That's putting it lightly. And now we're gonna see UTEP get their offense. This is going to be different than the last game. All UTEP has to do is push it past where UTK got,
30 seconds before
which
you attack.
can be easier said than done. UTK got it a long way, but there is no chance of extra rounds this time around.
I thought we were supposed to be on the same side,
Yeah,
Frank.
all UTEP needed to do is make it to third quarter, which is not an easy task. Both
I'll be
this
sure to remember that.
first,
And when it does,
both this first
I'll
point
be ready.
with all of the little hidey holes that the supports have for UTK, and the second point in the subway tunnel that is unbelievably hard to push through. UTEP have the work of it.
It's UTEP walking all to the UTK right.
They kind of abandoned the cart, but they're just
If I'm UTK, I'm putting somebody on cart right now so it's not getting progress.
I mean, but they have a huge high ground over UTK.
Yeah, they do. And UTK's playing into them.
Bloodstone's off the backline already, and safely too. UTK's just playing underneath completely. This is so weird. Both teams are having to adapt so fast to what's going on right now.
Requincy drops and he falls.
Andrew,
Plebe is going to get the Deadpool ult here soon.
top beat goes down to 1 HP, but he's gonna live. UTK's capped the card now, so it's not moving anymore. Another point! What's the 2 deaths already? UTK finding so much early value. Deadpool coming out,
it's
but he's
not
gonna fall.
enough.
He doesn't have his ult upgraded yet. He's not invincible while it happens. Down goes Ren as well, and now UTEP have to back up a 3.
Oh, if Hex hits a good hook though, not today. But great hold there by UTK and great awareness to go under UTEP, not allowing them to capitalize off that high ground. Now they're gonna have to play like normal.
Just yet. Now it's just a ball on the point. We'll see any of them get used first. Red falls to 1. Deny though. Both teams just playing on part. Neither one of them trying to make the first move. Polo gets hooked in. He's gonna be
Might
one.
go for
He's
a big hook here.
Cuts the
Huge hook.
Big hook. Another late invis ult. Both players fall. But in comes UTEP. They've got ults coming out. Here comes the Magneto ult. It's looking for Mental
Great
Ult. She
work
finds
by Mental Roll.
and she takes out the Elsa Bloodstone. Just well, here comes the Glow Trucks from Echo. He finds 2! Finds both tanks and they both go down from it. Red pops his ult, but isn't gonna get a reset off of it.
No,
Andrew
he's not.
getting pulled in, but he lives. And Red falls as well. He goes for the hook, but it was him who got hooked at the end. Oh my goodness gracious, that was such a drawn out and messy fight. It's been 2.5 minutes. Frequency has his ult, he's fighting right now above the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Us against the world.
oh, we might see it. A lot of damage. Gartrox is going to hit 1, but it's instantly down. Gartrox finds no value. Ren finds Hollow.
Hollow gets hooked in. They're gonna be down 1. Andrew lives the Gartrox, but his ultimate got canceled. He needs to farm one up enough again in order to buy space for his team. Deadpool coming out on the side of UTEP. They're trying to take a bunch of space here, but not a lot of stuff happening right now. Hollow almost back in the fight, almost back to being a 66. UTEP are not taking this advantage. They're holding their ground here because they know they just
Hex still has the Bucky ult. He hasn't used it since he got it. And now Banana Nan's gonna walk in with this.
Hex that in like a minute.
Hex really needs to try and get something with this. And there it is, and it's blocked. Unfortunate there. But Andrew does still get a kill.
Oh my gosh! All the cooldowns were burned. Hex didn't find any picks, he burned everything.
Oh, that's a great ult by Andrew.
18 seconds. He's pushing the advantage as hard as he possibly can right now because he knows they need to be desperate in order to touch. All that's here is the Bucky and the tank pool.
They're not going to be able to TP. Ren goes in with the ult and he touches. Banana Nan fell very low, but he's not going to fall.
Yeah, he's able to live. Tank pool goes down as well. The only one who can touch right now is the Starlord. Gets grabbed by Andrew. But there's the invisible.
Oh, it's on point, but they don't get on.
0-2-2.
Exactly. That's a huge win for UT. Very dominant. They made it so much farther. Holding on that first point is just so hard as well. And they managed to do it like it was a masterclass.
Yeah. absolutely miraculous, not miraculous, very, very well done and sturdy defense by UTK. Echo 3 picking up the MVP. What was that? Yeah, 34 and 6 with 15 final hits for him. Hollow with 11 on the mag. Great effort by him. We do have the most damage by Ren, 26k. Still not enough, though. A pretty close game that it was shaping up to be. But in the end, UTK's defense was just absolutely stout. And they were not able to find anything.
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. We saw that tank pool get a lot of value, especially at the end of that first half. He was able to ult the supports in the bag and take him out, and he was also able to just live. That's exactly what he's so good at doing.
Yep. We are going to go on another intermission and a bathroom break. So we will be back shortly. UTEP, once again, getting another map pick. UTK is on match point. If they win this next game, we're going to bed. So don't go anywhere. This is either going to be done, or UTEP is going to force this to a game 5. All right, everybody. Thanks for waiting through that. We are watching UTEP's map pick, which, based off chat, is going to be Hell's Heaven. And we are looking at a possible match point here for UTK Smokey. Should they win this, it is going to advance them to the semifinals of regionals, where they will play the winner of Maryville and some other team that I can't remember.
They'll definitely play someone if they win this, but to do that first, they've got to take this one or lose and take the next one. But,
Yeah.
you know, I am curious to see what bans come out. It is notable that UTEP subbed someone again. They keep interchanging the players. I think it's Lubu that they subbed in favor of Derek Lefty, but you know, we'll see what that means for the rest of this draft. UTK are getting rid of Gambit immediately though.
Yeah, and the Groot ban on the side of UTEP, definitely, I feel like we've seen Groot so much on Hell's Heaven in the past, so no surprise there in that ban. Definitely strong, and they are electing to keep the tank pool train going.
Yeah, tank pool did get nerfed, but I think he's clearly still very strong. We did see him get a bunch of value in that last map.
UTK still electing to protect the thing, and we are going to see their second ban here, and then next will be UTEP with their ban and protection. So let's see what UTK is going to select here. I'm possibly no, it's going to be another Mantis, just like they ended with last time. Bardoon, is Mantis still, like, is she a triple support character still, or has she secretly been a lot better than I think?
Mostly yes, but in that she is still triple support. But there's been a lot of success in running her in double in a few team comps, mostly with just the Groot team up, full Groot team up with her and Loki. Mantis ult is still really, really good because it gives that speed boost as well as the overhealth. But, you know, I don't think UT like the whole triple support thing all that much, but they saved the Sue probably just for the Venom.
Yeah, and also I'm with that Sue protection, I'm definitely expecting Andrew to probably go on to Doctor Strange here, if not Angela. We see him on Angela a lot this map.
And I mean, with the Sue protect, they protected Sue and they protected Thing. Those are the two. Okay, I just got stun locked. They just banned Elsa Bloodstone, which
or villain.
I don't know.
Judging.
Apart from the ult game, if you ask me, it's been getting a lot of value on UTEP. And Echo 3 has other characters like the Hela, like the Phoenix. But yeah, back to I got fully stun locked in my train of thought. The protect on the invis means that it's going to be harder for Angela to be played and easier for Strange to be played. Angela is still a very good character. And look, at least right now, looks like he's going to be Andrew's going to be running her specifically for this map, at least, because this is the pull-off map of pull-off maps. This is where it happens the most by far.
Yeah, absolutely. We are starting off on the Super Soldier Factory. Point is going to be in the middle here. Hydra, well known for, well, what we just saw here. The map changes. But UTK's opportunity to pack this up and send UTEP home. We are seeing Andrew and Hollow on the tanks, Hegs and Echo on the DPS. Echo electing to go on to the Hela, first time we're seeing tonight. And Mental and Banananan on the supports. 2-1 UTK. Game 4 starts right now. Let's keep an eye on Andrew as he flies and scouts out UTEP looking for a hook.
Andrew's just going to be floating around there for a while, but UTK is actually walking up on the left. even though they're giving UTEP the space to walk out of that tunnel. So both teams are going to be falling on the point here. Andrew, Hollow goes down.
Ren is going to find Hollow.
Yeah,
but Echo finds one of his own.
Ren gets a kill and then goes down immediately. UTEP has the point initially, but UTK has that height where Echo 3 is going to be able to put up so much damage, as well as the Moon Knight. He's going to be able to farm his ult so unbelievably fast. Because honestly, the system changes didn't really do that much to him because he still gets it in record time compared to others.
A lot of damage. Oh my goodness. What a burst by the Irrequency.
Irrequency goes down. Echo goes down as well, though. This is a very convoluted game right now. Mental was the only support, not able to keep herself alive because Patty kicking done there. But
Sorry about your
kind of fall because of those plays that happened.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of point tick away for UTEP. They're already at almost 50%. That was a long, dry fight by UTK. Not a lot of ult value gained by them either.
Yeah, it's just the way they decided to play this point is so weird that I don't think either team is fully ready for it. But he put a fall down. It's gonna be 1 HP. Hex and Echo take him out. He wasn't expecting both DPS to be
Good
there.
Moon Knight. Oh, there, the Moon Knight of Irrequency is caught out and he is gone.
With one ult, UTK should be able to flip this. Not quite yet though. Mag only one able to be on point. He does fall, and that's gonna 76%. Most people haven't even gotten it.
I'll say with the Loki player of Lubu also playing against Hegs on the Moon Knight, I think that's beneficial to Hegs. He's gonna have more characters to possibly ricochet off of.
Oh yeah, he's gonna charge his ult faster. He's gonna be able to shut down all of the Loki's numbers as well. We can get that from Andrew when Mag has the level. Honestly, that's worth it. That is a 15-second cooldown that Mag had to burn, and now Andrew is charging in, trying to get a kidnap. What? Moon Knight ult comes out from UTEP. Both support ults. Echo 3 looking for something. Not gonna quite find it. Here comes the Bucky ult as well. No one else is low. They've got another support ult out. It comes the Mag.
Oh, Irrequency got a reset. And he got another. And another one.
Down.
And another
able to
one.
get away from the rock. And again. And ready to see it. And again.
And another one.
And again.
That was good cap there by UTK. Now going on to the portal is Hollow, and they are electing to go right on point. Oh, and of course the middle goes directly down as soon as they get on. Andrew's ult is going to come out.
Finds both supports.
Yeah, finds a lot of value, but Andrew's just going to get blown up.
A gift from Khonshu.
Ooh. Hegs' Spider-Man not able to reach the point just in time. UTEP got lucky there. If they gave Hegs even a second to work there, I already know UTK gets that point back.
Yeah, but on the map too, no one has an ult, not a whole lot of stuff close to it, and here comes another pause from the coach of UTK, Cross himself. I mean, I don't know. I saw a few blunders from both teams there, but overall it looked all right. I think the big thing was Andrew wasn't finding a whole lot of value on the Angela. He was looking for kidnaps all the time. He couldn't quite find them, and when he did kidnap someone into his team, it was usually just a tank pool who doesn't care where he is ever. Tank pool just can kind of live that at any given situation, and yeah, but the Strange is unbanned. Andrew could go that. He's going Thing right here. I don't know. UTK need to make some changes if they wanna try and win this game.
Yeah, I don't know why it just popped into my head, but I actually like Echo 3 playing Phoenix here more than Hella. I mean, yeah, Hella is a great character, but I mean, Phoenix for Echo 3, I mean, we've seen him pop off on both, but Hella, other than like obviously like really good headshots and burst damage. I think he gets a lot more potential going into UTEP on Phoenix. Ult economy wise, it's looking like a nothing burger on both sides, other than Ren being the closest on the Moon Knight. He'll get that this coming fight easily.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think that I've said it before and I'll say it again. Phoenix is just hella squared. Hella technically can find faster picks. She has a faster time to kill if she's able to land those headshots, but she's more vulnerable. She has less HP. She doesn't have a flight meter. Whereas, you know, Phoenix's invincibility frames, instant transmission, teleports is on half the cooldown that Hella's Bird is. And yeah, we're gonna see that swap happening right here.
Other than that, almost keeping the exact same team comp as UTK. UTEP also keeping the same, I believe. I think Lubu was on the Loki the entire time last game.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2,
All
1.
of UT just have a full mindset switch because they're not close to anything. Granted, neither is UTEP other than Moon Knight, but you know, I want to see how this map is played, where they're going, if both teams are just going to run main or not, because that's very deterministic on how it's going to play. Looks like they are, and all the tanks are just kind of going on the point, with the exception of Tankle, who's sitting above all of UTK. He's going to use his cooldowns to just go in, but Echo does so much damage to him. Moon Idol coming out, all of UTK is going to be fully split. Hollow's got no attention being given to him. Andrew falls as well. All of these just back up now.
Only one of us gets to play
UTK forced to back out now as UTEP gets their percentage on Frozen Airfield. This is a map that changes when the first team, or is it total percentage hits 50, or is it just the first team to hit 50?
Even if it gaps in here, it won't change the amount of time it'll take for the map to swap.
And a Requency finds Eggs.
Gosh, X just gets picked off. They have so much spam on the side of UTEP with the Midnight and the Bucky. And he just got things. He got tapped out too many. Popping diamond form.
And Requency's going to get resets. He does hit Hollow, but Hollow's gonna live. Oh my goodness, but Echo 3 gets caught out.
Walked up so far on so little HP that he just got, he gave a free reset to Bucky. Here's the swap with the Wolverine. He's got the Phoenix team up again. A lot more damage with a lifesteal on it too. But the map is changing as well, and gets double hooked. Both the tanks of UTK get pulled in. Moon Knight comes in as well. It breaks the Phoenix ult. All of UTK's backline is falling. Hex is not able to take out the tank pool. This is kind of a massacre right now.
It absolutely is. Map change just went under, and we are looking at 2.5 ults for UTEP. Hollow going on to the Thor. I think they're just going for like a full kidnap strategy now.
They need something to touch. They've got this strange Hollow on the door. Waiting to see this. Out comes the tackle. Mental not able to get
Mental
away.
just lives. Oh, but UTK is down Hegs, who was 91 to the ult. Andrew is the only one closest. He's going to need to hit something big with his E. And no, it's going to be UTK falling over. And that is a near clean sweep by UTEP. And we're going to a game 5.
Very swift win from UTEP. I think UTK capped the point once on that last map, but this one not at all. Just not a lot of kills happening for UTK. Well, they're able to make the space. Sorry, don't get me wrong. They're able to make the space, but they're not able to do anything with it. There's always a support ult there, or there's always they're always down. Once they take the space, they're just not able to do much with it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we look at the scoreboard here, and it just was not even close. Overwhelmingly, UTEP. Ren picking up MVP with the most kills and the most damage. 10 final hits for him. More coming out by Irrequency, actually. And yeah, not much more to be said about that, other than that UTK is now going to get their final map pick, which might be anything they want except domination, if I know correctly. It might be limited to convergence, though, if not. Either way, though, we are going to go back to our short intermission as UTK decides what this last map of tonight is going to be. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for waiting through that pause. Yeah, me and Bardoon were just sitting in silence here, and we're debating on if this game is gonna go to 1 based on how long we were waiting.
Yeah, I did actually. I filed all of my taxes for the next 5 years while we were waiting for that, so you know, I didn't mind it. It was all right.
Never a bad thing to get ahead of schedule, but regardless, we are going to Clintar. UTK's map pick. This is all the marbles here. Should they win, they will advance to the semifinals and guarantee themselves at minimum of 4th place. If they lose, well, they're going home. Tank pool ban immediately.
Getting rid of that tank pool.
Yeah.
They saw the problems it was causing for them. They were aware of it, but they don't have the Groot to play with either.
Yeah, at this rate, I mean, might as well just ban all the tanks.
Yeah, I mean, get rid of all. Make them play Hulk Thor, bro. I've seen it happen. It's a thing that exists.
Yeah, and it's UTEP showing dive here, so that might affect UTK's bans a little bit. We'll see what they elect to protect and ban next, though.
Yeah, I do. There's the Namor protect. That opens up hella Namor. There's no Groot Namor combo anymore, but it's still good with hella. It makes hella comparable to Phoenix with that team up, and it you know, it just shuts down Venom and Dive pretty hard as well.
Gambit ban on the side of UTK as well.
Yeah.
These are good bans by them. I like this. And good protections. Yeah. Namor on his own is still a really, really good character, and if UTEP is playing dive, then they're gonna like to go into that. Hella ban for UTEP, so we might be, if no Elsa Bloodstone is banned, we might be seeing Echo 3 get back on that character, and I think not having Elsa last game was a huge hurt for him.
Yeah, I think Echo really knows what to do when it comes to Elsa Bloodstone, but the only support that's been banned is Gambit, so I don't think a Cloak Protect needs to come out here for UTK, especially since Mag is definitely going to be in this game, and there it is. I think UTK are almost definitely going to just be running Elsa Namor for a DPS lineup. These are two obvious comfort characters for both of them respectively, and they don't have to deal with a tank pool. They don't have to deal with anything like that, and they don't have to deal with a Mantis. This Mantis has been banned, I think, every single game. It
might not have been banned game 1, but don't quote me on that.
I mean, either way, I don't think we've seen it at all.
Yeah, we have not seen Mantis at all this series, and it's a Loki ban coming in last. I think this is the best UTK's bans have looked, seeing everything that we've been shown so far.
Yeah, I mean, all things point towards UTK favor here. They've got a very good draft phase. They've got their map pick, and you know, they might not have the mental train that UTEP has going on off of that last very dominant win, but I mean, this is their map. These are their picks. This is what they're wanting to do, and they've got the Strange team up as well to start off with.
The one thing, I'm looking at UTEP's comp, and honestly, I'm not really sure what's going on, mainly with Plebes of Venom. Maybe I'm missing something, but I certainly didn't get the memo. I'm just a little confused on how Venom fits into this seemingly very brawly comp that UTEP has between the Mag, the Elsa, and the Bucky. UTK looks a lot more capable.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, having two main tanks is just no longer the play, with how patches have been going recently, and UTEP are aware of that, but the portal's gonna come out immediately, and they got Hollow on the door as well.
And UTK is electing to go immediately to the back high ground.
Yeah, they're actually gonna play from the low ground. They see the Elsa on the right. They're gonna just try gain some presence, get a pick or something very early. Hollow is looking. Hollow is able to just walk up for free. This is their entire team right now. He gets hooked by the Bucky. He's not going to be able to make it out alive. It's a huge pick for UTEP off the bat. But if UTK can live, UTK can survive right now. Hollow might be able to come back in time. But
Both tanks are down. If I'm UTK, I'm just full dying here. Yep, and that's definitely good.
That's only 1 minute off the clock. That's not terrible. Obviously not ideal, but that could have gone significantly worse. Big swaps coming in for UTK. Now, Hollow on the map. Hollow doesn't have his root, which he very much likes to run often. But they've got the Mag and Strange, which, you know, double shield. I did just say it's not very in the meta. I don't think they really care about the meta. Hex walking around the right, two squids down, trying to look for a support.
When Ren finds Andrew, he is going to get rezzed. That's good for them. Ren has the ult available.
Venom going into the backline. Both the things are taking a heavy amount of damage. This Venom is doing a lot to distract. Andrew's going to barely be able to survive. They need to make something happen. They've got the Moral. They've got the amp. That's gonna go down. Here comes the whale. He three go down immediately.
4. Banananan finding 2. Does it all himself.
Oh my gosh, that's a full team wipe. That amp was able to do so much in combination with the whale. I don't even think it hit anybody, but it made everyone have to just run away so much.
Yeah, and UTEP electing not to do anything with a strange swap. They do have 6 ults available, and UTK only used 2 to take that point, so that's good work if I'm them. Bloodtrunks!
So Bloodstone ult with Bloodtrunks against Andrew, but he's able to fly off! Oh my gosh, Bucky misses the reset. He's not gonna have the reset. Andrew still dies, but he's gonna get res. This fight is still happening. Invisible comes out from both sides. Venomable not gonna find any kills. No one has died yet. Rocket no longer has that rest. In comes the Strange ult. It finds one. He's able to pick off the Bucky because of it. Now it's a 6v5. UTEP still have 2 ults, but they burned 4 there, and they only killed 1, and it was a res.
Yes, Sanguish being forced to walk back here as UTK presses their advantage. Echo 3 ulting into them, and it's a lot of damage.
Andrew wasn't able to finish him off. I guess they were probably trying to coordinate that Phoenix ult with a Strange lead, but no kills were found. They were all so low though. It does make a lot of space. This Venom is trying to pick a fight with Hex on the high ground. Venom
So
doesn't have
much
his
damage.
He's gonna take it down. Hex ult comes out, gets another. 4 going down for the side of UTEP. All of UTK is able to push so far up.
Yeah, this rocket pick, I gotta say, this Banananan rocket pick, I'm loving this. This has been doing really good work for them, especially with the ultimates. Hex's combo with Banananan has been doing so much. Portal comes out, and it's a cloak ult out.
It's point. They're all able to leave the
Oh,
barely.
and it's bubbled.
No, it's bubbled. Barely. No one dying yet. UTK just needs to back up a little. Wait out this cloak, and they should be fine. That's an ult committed and a portal.
They gotta watch out for these ults by UTEP, though. Guardtrox is almost available. But Irrequency is down!
Red up on the high ground, looking for a pick onto the backline. Banana gets away. That's a one barely weaving in as well.
Oh,
Andrew
Phoenix
just
diff by
with the Strange ult.
Echo.
Not gonna find anything, but they cap the card again. If UTEP step off the card for even a second, that's game over for him. Out comes
Echo
the
3 with
Phoenix
the
ult.
ult.
He's right above him. He's looking for it. He finds
It's a
the
lot of
invis.
damage.
Taken down as well.
By the eye.
Strange ult coming in, but he dies.
Oh, and it's not gonna get off!
That was such a big
Great
commitment
work
for
by
UTEP.
UTK.
UTEP have 3 ults online right now. They have the Elsa, they have the Phoenix, and they have the Mag. But the Mag ult, I mean, there's no cloak on UTK. The obvious reason why you want that is for that matchup specifically. UTK, if Mental Wolf can be smart and put an ult down and hide, then this Mag might not find a whole lot of value. You can already see Ricky's trying to flank on UTEP's left side. but this cart has walked over halfway before a fight has even began. Now as it's starting, both tanks taking a whole lot of damage. Recordsy trying to poke from the right side, just trying to draw attention away from UTK. Still no ults being popped. Common thing here, both of these teams like to hold on to the ults for the perfect time. Out comes the combo! Huge combo damage for 2 from Hex! Gets the invis and he gets the Phoenix, and Echo is cleaning up the rest of the players. Echo gets
My goodness!
That's an insane combo. UTEP has 4 ults online now. They're gonna need to burn some of them. Maybe to burn the total just to get the touch. They're gonna need to get there fast. Phoenix walks in, TP's in. She's got the ult to survive, but now she's not on the point. Tanks get there just in time. Phoenix will crash down the
find
both
2 kills.
Both of the backliners on UTK are involved, but we've got a minute 45. And even ult economy to go with it.
Yeah, good thing for UTK didn't burn any ultimates there. UTEP did burn the Phoenix ult. I honestly thought they were about to C9 with it, but didn't happen. This is, I feel like this is going to go down to the wire.
Oh yeah, okay, that is probably enough time to get the Hex to build another combo, and we've just seen how deadly that can be. But everyone else on UTK has their ults as well. Obviously going to be looking for it.
We might be seeing an ult.
He
doesn't get the ult off.
He does beat out the Invis Force Pull. He's not going to have that for a while. Oh, UTK taking a bunch of space here.
There it is!
Going up early. Andrew walks in.
He's
He
going to
finds
find a lot of damage.
From him.
Echo
The bag
finds
goes
one of his own.
You don't need to pop ults.
It's so much damage. The Recordsy falls.
Not directed. But no one's on the point. UTK have the point. They're totally to themselves. Look, Fates, they're not going to make it in time. 35 seconds left on the clock.
Great push there by UTK. Exactly what they needed to get their mental up. Not mental, Wolf. They're mental as a team. But 35 seconds left is... It's enough to get into your head that this is winnable. Even with a strong defense and going to extra rounds, it takes a little bit more effort with that small time bank, but if they can put up a good defense here to either limit the time of UTEP to a similar amount, or better yet, just block it entirely and hold them before they hit the 3rd checkpoint, it's going to be really good for them regardless. And we do have a timeout here by UTEP to talk things over as they start their offense.
Yeah, and I think you've got to keep in mind here with this map, the first point, kind of a toss-up on its difficulty. It's usually pretty easy to attack, but there's some strategies. Notably, I don't think it's going to happen, but Penny Parker is very good on defense here. But what I'm getting at is 2nd point, very easy to capture as well. 3rd point is really where it's hard. Getting through that last bend of 3rd point, your spawn is so far away and defense has so much cover around those rocks that it is very rare to see a full cap, and UT just pulled it off. So I don't know. I think that UT is still in this game. They're in this game no matter what. They just full capped it. But even if UTEP make it to 3rd point with a bunch of time to spare, we've seen UTEP themselves hold for 5.5 minutes on a map like this. So, you know, I think it's going to be fully a toss-up. We're not going to know until it's over whether UTEP are going to be able to make this go into overtime on Game 5.
I think regardless of it, what we've seen this entire series, UTEP has dominated the control maps. It's not even close. They took fully in game 1 the first round, and then UTK came back a little bit and made it a little bit closer later in the game, but UTEP still took it fairly decidedly. And when it came to game 4 on Hell's Heaven, it wasn't even close. UTEP like nearly full swept them. I think UTK only built like 50% of the point in their entire series. But when it comes to these cart push game modes, UTK has definitely shown that they are better in that, both offensively and defensively. Maybe not these 5.5-minute holds that we've seen UTEP pull off or just pull out of their sleeve when it comes down to the wire. But UTK Smokies defense all around, I think, is better. And I think that's what's going to be the decider for this as they begin theirs. And I think at the end of the day, we're going to see a 3-2 Smoky.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for personally. But I think, and finally the pause is done after about 3 minutes.
Need a
But
top-notch team to win
you know,
this one.
this first point defense. Oh my goodness gracious!
We're really trying to take this game to 1 a.m.
Yeah, Is it past midnight already? It is.
It is.
Yep, it
Good
definitely
morning,
is.
all of you viewers.
Morning. Welcome to I love this March 25 game that is happening right now. Yeah, I'm living in some very thin walls and next to a roommate who probably completely hates me right now because of how late I'm doing this, but you know, we gotta stay, we gotta represent, we gotta
Business is
UTK.
business.
I don't want to alarm you, but there is the possibility of a game 6 with this.
that they
It is
draw.
Not you can draw here. If they
Yeah,
full
they
cap and then
can.
neither team caps first, it's a very real realm of possibility.
I pray to God that doesn't happen for my own sanity.
Yeah, no, just after that, we'll just we might just call it there
30
if that
seconds
does
before
happen.
you
I don't
attack.
know. But,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, keep in mind we do have classes tomorrow.
I do have. I've got to be up at like 7:30, so we'll. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Let's just think about rivals. Let's keep it on rivals. I'm sorry for bringing up that the possibility of a game 6.
We only
Looks like-
positive vibes here.
Starts in 5,
Yeah, looks like UTEP are going to go for the strange portal off the start because they are walking out of the right side
All you need to do is
of the
capture
map.
the mission area. Got it?
And Echo is going to scout that they are portaling as well. All of UTK currently backing up. And portal's going to go in the default position.
There you are.
All of UT playing back here.
Yeah, and I like this defense by UTK. Heg's just sitting up there, or sitting in the back poking. Yeah, UTEP's starting to rotate a little bit. This Elsa Bloodstone is close.
Also, Bloodstone and a more duel happening on the side. Also falls to 20 to half HP. Two fights are happening at the same time. Now it's back to 1. A big wall for the point. Hollow is not leaving this circle. It's not giving them any sort of room to breathe. Mag gonna burn the rocket jump. Now, just kind of a neutral game happening. What's happening? Elsa Bloodstone. Elsa's gonna wide around to the right. Not gonna find any picks. No one is dying. No one's really even taking
It's
damage.
going to turn into who gets ult or pick first. And right now, it's looking like it might be UTK. Ren fell very low there, but did get kept up. Plebe is very low. He gets kept up, and ultimates are almost built. Banana Man goes first.
Strange ult from Plebe finds both the tanks of UTK. You're gonna
Echo
fall
3
into the
boosts
beast.
hits 2.
Oh my god. They didn't take out the rocket ult. Once Plebe ulted on Strange. Oh, this is a huge stagger.
This
oh my
is an
goodness
amazing stagger if they can kill this rocket.
Is terrible. This cloak.
And they
they're
do.
staggering both of them.
I'll patch you up.
This cloak is just letting this happen. They might have to just kill her right now because she's about to get a health back. Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely
Oh my goodness
beautiful
gracious.
play there by UTK. That effectively just put UTEP down another 30 seconds.
Yeah, that cloak is wild. That fight ended because when Strange ulted both the tanks, all of their team looked at things, they stopped shooting the rocket amp that was still down. And so it stayed up by the time Echo could get his own ult, and it just took out 2 of them. In comes the Cloak and Dagger. Hollow looking for the back rocket, and he
Ult
takes
by Hollow.
That's another. They're gonna run down the rest of the team. even though one got res, all of UTK is just gonna keep pressing this forward. Maybe even find the Elsa. Oh, this is the right click. She's gonna live, but that's another minute turned off the top. UTEP burned one ult, and they just didn't commit any forward. And now Smokey is back, matching up with the ult economy. All of UTEP currently looking to walk around to the left side. I want to see where they actually attack from. They're gonna break through.
They're electing to break through this wall.
Yeah.
Make their own high ground.
Yeah, UTK supports are playing in a very safe position. This is just another poke fest. All of UTK kind of just they're drop a point soon. Andrew walked out on the point. He's gonna pop the Emma ult. That straight shield is looking very low. In comes the Phoenix ult to get rid of the rocket amp. No one died.
I like that ult.
But the clock was down to Hex. Phoenix Force dropping in on the UTK backline. Cloak gets rest, but the
Hex finds a lot. It's even on both sides, it looks like. The rocket is very low. The rocket ult comes out.
He's gonna give them a bunch of space, gets destroyed, but they're back on the point. Both supports are way too far up. They get taken down so fast. Andrew not even gonna be able to straight. Currently, UTEP had 2.5 minutes to get their second.
Yeah, great work by UTK on that defense, though. Holding them to overtime, that is nothing to scoff at. They're happily able to take that.
Oh yeah, all of UTK collapse on this fight soon. They need to get this card stopped with guys. They don't have really an off-tank or a dive character like Iron Fist that can halt hard. So if they don't push up soon, it's just gonna forward while this fight happens. Both Phoenixes trying to have a 1v1. Echo Fox from the 1 HP, but he manages to survive. Stranges duking it out against each other, both falling at very low HP. No one dying yet. Here comes the straight with the bubble. Can't get pushed back, but it doesn't find anyone. The Elsa Bloodstone is up onto the high ground into their backline. He dashes in. He gets taken out. That Elsa was barely in range of the rocket risk. He's gonna get back up. This fight is lasting so long. Both tanks going down to 1 HP. In comes the Namor Will. It's not gonna find anything. Hollow takes out the Elsa Bloodstone. They don't have a sword on them yet. They're very close to it. They just need to survive until one of them gets it. In comes Andrew. He finds the cloak. He gets taken out, and the rocket amp comes out for the side of
It's
UTEP.
immediately gone.
UTK have won this fight. They're trying to get the straight.
What a shot by Echo! I just swapped onto that in time.
Oh my gosh. UTEP has a Phoenix Force and not a whole lot else. He doesn't need to save it for a rocket amp, so he should have a lot of freedom to be able to go for kills with it. But he's gonna get taken low a lot. UTK being very aggressive with this hold, and then they're just gonna start poking again. Backing up now.
Ooh! Echo 3 just jumps one too many times.
Gosh, gets rezzed. Both teams have that rocket for that failsafe. Now let's pop still. Here comes the Claw trucks from their Elsa Bloodstone. No one dies. The missile comes out. Sanguish looking for the ult, but it gets bubbled. Mental Wolf barely falls, but so does the cloak on the other side. It's looking evened up right now. Hex finds 2 with the squids.
Ooh, doesn't toss the whale out.
Hollow is going to fall. Kill. He gets
Andrew
another
does
one,
find
and he
one.
might just live.
Oh, he can't get through. Oh, and he does.
He's got hold. He's got healing.
He's gonna get supported. Amazing get out there by Andrew. Ren swapping onto the Spider-Man. Andrew has the ultimate. Hegs has the ultimate. Hollow has the ultimate.
Bunch of ultimates gonna happen. Hex might want to save it for the rocket.
Here's the ultimate by Andrew. A lot of damage. Hex finds one. Echo finds one.
Cloak gets res, but they're not on the point. They can't touch. It's game for
UTK wins.
1, 2, 3.
That is a 3-1 series victory for UTK. Oh my gosh, that last fight was so drawn out. People kept getting picked over and over on each side until I think it was like a 4v3 at one point, and the fight was still happening. And All it took was one strange ult from Andrew and comboed with the Nemorial from Eggs, and that is going to secure their victory. That's the wrong team, but that very hard fought win for UTK.
Yeah, without a doubt, deserved. Everybody played their part on this last map, and I mean, we were talking about it at the beginning when this was picked. UTK had every opportunity to win going into this. They had their own map pick, whatever they wanted, electing to go to Clintar. They had an amazing ban phase from what we were watching, and like we said before, their push, their cart push on this series has been very, very strong, and it showed with every single game that they won in this series was a cart push game mode.
Yeah, I mean, winning that first game was so big for UTEP, but because they were able to get 2 Dom maps in, which they won both of, but you know, there's only one Dom game mode and there's 2 cart game modes, and so if that's your only strength, you're not gonna win everything.
Currently hitting up head coach Cross to see if he would like to do a post-game interview. So we'll get back to you guys real quick on that. But yeah, still in this debrief, I mean, what a game. Honestly, what a game. Hard fought by both teams. UTK ended up coming out on top. Just absolutely amazing sequence, especially at the end. I had no idea who was going to win that.
Yeah, very, very close. Man, it's 12:20. They don't pay me enough for this.
You're getting paid? Yeah, we see all the we see all the rivals players. I can't even imagine how happy they are to get through that. That was an absolutely amazing win for them.
Yeah.
Well, if Cross doesn't respond to me within the next couple minutes, then we'll definitely just call it there.
Yeah, I know he's definitely giving his players a talk right now. Whether it's a positive or negative kind of talk, I don't know. I think they did pretty good, but you know, there's always improvement to be done, and he knows that more than anyone. So. Yeah, we'll see if you can get it here.
Yeah, we might just instead of going into a public VC and having okay, if we want to invite him to this call, Bardoon, we might get an interview going.
All right, yeah. How do you do that?
Well, this is a chat between me and you. Oh, add friends. Oh,
No,
I need to be friends with you
chat...
on Discord. Hold on.
Oh, shoot. If we ask chat, we'll get an answer in 3 minutes. We should just do that.
Okay, I just sent you a friend request.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Cross is calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, hold on. Let me... can you guys talk?
Yep. Testing.
Yep, got you guys. All right, Cross, that was absolutely amazing. How are you guys feeling after that? No swearing, by the way. We're still on stream.
Okay, I'll give BG. I mean, we're feeling relieved. I think that's probably the biggest word. That series is way too close, probably than I would have liked. I mean, I definitely didn't like it, but, you know, I kind of anticipated us to win 3-0, 3-1, but... You know, a little bit sloppy comms and some sloppy plays. But it's okay. We're relieved and we're happy to be going forward. So,
after going down on map 1 and going into map 2 on the convergence, was there any change of game plan? Were you guys expecting to be in a hole to start?
Kind of. I mean, I've been coaching this team for about a year, so I've learned a lot of these players' tendencies, and I learned a lot from last semester in playoffs. So I told them going into map one that they were going to be extremely nervous, and this is kind of the way we are. We pretty slow starting team map one, and we're not a very at our dom is off and on at times. So I kind of anticipated us to get not do well first map and then kind of find our footing map 2 map 3 of dom. But going to second map, I just told them, guys, the nerves are out, it's okay. We kind of anticipated this and we got what we wanted, right? So I did a lot of prep. We did a lot of prep drafting. Derek Lefty was the goal of getting him out of the series because all due respect, he's a 2-trick. And it worked, even though they won the map. So we got all the bans we wanted. Nothing that they did surprised us today. So we were prepared.
Yeah, that's great. I was gonna ask about the draft, other than obviously, targeting Derek Lefty for the 2 games that he's in. I mean, what were you looking for in terms of trying to shut down both their DPS, who both did amazing, and the tank pool that was giving you guys a lot of problems and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted Derek Lefty out of the game. He only plays Strange and Magic, and we knew that he would go support if that would happen. And typically, Plebe, he goes a tank. He fills in the tank role and plays like Venom or Tank Pool, which is what happened. I kind of thought their tank pool was not that good, or in just doing prep work, and I knew their Venom was like really bad. So we got rid of Mantis to get rid of the combo. So we were just trying to get out stupid bans. So like they banned Namor, so that was one of the things we wanted them to do. We wanted to get rid of for them to ban Namor and to free up some other strengths for us. We kind of wanted Hela to go through, and they kind of played right into what we wanted. They banned Groot, they banned Namor. They got us some free protects and some free bans. We got game out of the series for the rest of the series, so it helped a lot. Yeah. I think their DPS just showed up on Bucky and Moon Knight. I also think that we just turbo let them play Bucky, Moon Knight, and give unlimited value. But, they did well, so congrats to those guys.
Last question for you, Cross, and then you all are free to go to sleep. Very much needed rest for everybody. You guys are playing Maryville, the 2 seed, come March 31st. What are you guys expecting to go into that, the 2 versus the 3?
Yeah, I mean, Maryville was number 1 in their division. They only lost a map. They went 7-0. So this is the grand finals, in my opinion. I've been telling this to all my players that, semis is grand finals. If we go to grand finals, we'll win the whole thing because there's not a good team left in the bracket besides Maryville. So, I have a lot of prep work to do. We all do. We have some unique strategies that we'll probably have to play out to catch them off guard. I don't want to leak too much, but I think we're a little bit of the underdog going in that series, so we got to make them play our air quotes slop. It's like basketball. We're the Cinderella team, so we beat them, we win the whole thing. So, but we'll be ready. So I'm excited, and I think our players are very, very good. And we have ice, as we have shown the past 3 series. We like to give you guys unlimited content. I swear Bardoon is cursed. It's his fault. It always is.
Yeah. I'll take this one. I'll sit out next time.
Because when Liam solo cast, it's a disciplined, very clean, methodical game. When you cast or solo or co-cast, it becomes a nightmare.
I like to keep the audience in mind, and I'm sorry that you can't respect that. But
okay.
you know how it is.
I respect it. I respect it. Well, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. We really appreciate you, and I know our players, they love knowing that you guys are casting. It's one of their favorite things. So thank you so much. You guys are the goats.
Of course. Absolutely insane win for you all. We wish you the best of luck going into your match. When even is March 31st? It's next Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll definitely be on to stream that as well. I won't have any exams that week like I do this Friday, but we're super looking forward to it. Amazing win tonight, and I think we're going to go ahead and leave call it there for tonight. Go ahead and get some rest, Cross. Very well deserved.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
You guys. That was amazing.
Well, with that, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We saw UTK pull out that last-minute win, 3-2 against UTEP. UTK is advancing to the semifinals against the 2-seed Maryville, which was the best team in their area of the conference. Should they win that, they will move on to grand finals, but that is not until next week on Tuesday. So until then, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching, and good night.